Yo! What's up, guys? It's Benkilla, and welcome to Topic Tuesdays. Today we're going to be talking about WarZ, the good, the bad, and the in-between. We have a special guest here to help me, Andrew.
Hey, I'm kind of sick, so my voice is not that good. I have my own channel if you want to check it out. It's kind of dead, but this is not really what I want to be talking about. We have WarZ and all its crimes and shit.
Right.
So let's start with the good stuff, because, you know, we don't start the day with your aunt has died.
Right. Good.
Yeah,
Alright.
Let's start with the good stuff.
Alright, so Andrew hasn't played WarZ, so
But
obviously
I'm a
he doesn't
hypocrite
know.
in this thing, so yeah, I have a screenshot right at my face and stuff, so I know what I'm talking about because I saw a lot of videos of these and I'm like, man, this thing sucks.
Right, yeah. If you're a person who hasn't played the game, obviously only the bad things come to your mind, but I played the game for 2 months, so...
Yeah, I know, right? I consider everything, and in this WarZ title, I consider only the bad things. What is wrong with me these days? I'm
Okay,
not as
so...
sophisticated as I used to be.
Yeah, you lost my cue from just looking at the game. Okay, so right, the good things. Well, I'm not gonna talk about anything bad things. You're not gonna hear anything bad about the game. Only the good stuff. So
well,
basically-
hopefully, because you went off topic with hackers, so
right. We're gonna stay
we're
with that.
re-recording this many times for professional purposes.
Right. All right. So the good things. Okay. So basically, it's not like Daisy. So that's different. Don't get this game mixed up with Daisy.
No.
No way. Not at all. Different. The idea is, yeah, but it's not. It's more of a toned down version of the game, if you want to say. It's
With
simpler.
Graphics and animations. Around with pills.
I don't like to, I don't care about graphics. Like, that doesn't bother me. Graphics or whatever. Go.
Yes,
I'd rather have bad
you
graphics.
played Minecraft for a while, so okay.
Yeah. I'd rather actually have bad graphics, too.
So
Because it's better on my computer for performance reasons. Even though the game is, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. So yeah, the good thing is I like the game for what it is. You know, finding all the loot. Even though the loot is scattered around, weirdly, it's fun. It's fun to find things. It's fun to die. You know, it is fun to die. It's not fun to die at first, but
and it's also rewarding to find stuff and survive from a giant mob of 500 zombies.
right. It's awesome. It's just real awesome to just having to be able to jump on top of a car and hide from zombies while you regain stamina, and finding helmets, night vision goggles, sneaking up on people and killing them without them noticing. Like, I did this today. I was hiding inside one of the markets, and basically this guy came. There's two of them. I did die, but there's two of them, right? And I bet this guy was scared shitless because I popped out of nowhere, shot him with my anaconda. He was dead instantly, and the other guy came around and he eventually killed me because of my lack of skill. But it was just so rewarding to kill that one guy, even though because I won't trust anyone in the game. I'll kill him. You're gonna die if I see you, just for the fact that I don't trust you. But that's just the fun of the game, killing people, and all the zombies really don't matter, I guess, like any other zombie game. The zombies, yeah, okay, hi zombies, bye.
You kind of sound like the douchebag Steve.
Scumbag Steve, you mean?
I don't care. It's like I've been given orders. Kill on sight. I don't care if you're a friend. I must kill on sight.
Exactly. It's what it is.
So yeah. Plus, I don't think you can hide from zombies by standing on a car.
No, it works. They can't get to you.
But that's not called hiding.
Hiding. You're hiding. They can't see.
But you're
you.
not. They can see you.
They're not gonna. Okay.
That's the opposite of hiding, you moron.
You can't hide from zombies. Once they see you, you have to run until they stop chasing after you. You can't hide.
That?
You just keep running and running and running, and then they'll eventually.
They're never gonna stop chasing you because the stamina bar never regenerates for life. So
oh, hey, good.
That's
good
one
things
bad
only.
thing.
We transition into the bad things.
Yeah, so we say that we want to talk about the good things, and now we're kind of turning around. I'm kind of like the defender of whatever I want. So I say, hey, this game sucks. You say it rocks. Go on.
Go on. Well, that's mainly it. That's the good things, I mean, if I were to say a good thing, I would automatically transition to a bad thing.
So you kind of suck at this. So let's get on with the bad things. So one thing I would say that's bad about this game is the developers. Yeah, and they're kind of. It's not that maybe they're not skilled. Yes, they have potential, but the problem is they're not a good kind of company. They put up the game. I think you know about the story. They put up the game on Steam, right?
Right.
And they put all these features that say, hey, this game is awesome, you know, and you don't have to buy the $30 game and then download the mod. You have to get this game for just $10 because otherwise you go with Daisy, you pay $30 and then you pay another. So it looks pretty good, but then when you play the game, you kind of get to see all the flaws and all the scams this company employed. I know this is marketing, but this is atrocious. Okay, for example, I have a screenshot, yes, and I remember all the bad things and all the falsified information. So, for example, a huge persistent world, yes. The WarZ is an open world game. That is true, but each world has areas between 100 to 400 kilometers. The problem with that is
there's only one world.
It says, yeah, there's only one world. And for first, it says each world. It's implying that there's multiple worlds, but there's only one world. Second of all, it gives us a range between 100 and 400 square kilometers, but it falls out of that range into 72 square kilometers. Even if it's pretty difficult, they have to get to what they promise, right? So explore, scavenge, kill, survive. That's what's in the game. That's one of the main things, and Ben talked about it. He likes this thing. Play with friends, hundreds of servers to play on, and you can also rent and create public or private servers allocating spots for free for friends or clans. Problem is there are no private servers in the game. There's only public servers and whatnot. You cannot buy servers. There's only public servers. And even worse, the maximum player thing is the maximum players on the server is 50. There was not a single server with 100. Otherwise, I might have missed something. Okay?
They have 100 player servers now.
Now they do, but back then,
nope.
That's after they removed the Steam thing. So you know,
yeah.
No classes, no level caps, no levels, no caps. Create your own survival campaign, gain experience, blah blah blah. There are absolutely no skills. Ben, can you attest to that?
Well, they want to put in some sort of skill tree, but they've been talking about this for so long, and you know you probably have to wait another 5 months for them to actually even sort of put it in. I'm taking a guess. I mean, I saw screenshots of it, but it really doesn't look like it's gonna be in for a while, just because they're slow at everything.
Yeah, this is like the fact that this is an extremely ambitious project to kind of. Daisy's trying to beat WarZ, right? But WarZ is trying to beat DayZ. And they're really intent on trying to do that. And it's a very ambitious project, and they're going way beyond their league to get their game, the game that they want. But the thing is, they're either not too skilled enough, or their team is too small, or even both. So you're not going to have these kinds of really good stuff, like, for example, raid the Russian Kremlin, because one, that's a lot of architecture. Two, you're probably gonna have to wait about 2 years. Three, that's probably gonna be DLC, which is gonna defy the last one. And here are the key features that I also want to talk about. 2 modes of play, normal and hardcore. Now, when this was on, there was no hardcore mode. Ben, is there hardcore mode right now?
There's an option for hardcore mode, but I don't know what it does. I don't even know if it works. I've never tried it.
So, you're a professional, you know.
Yeah, gotta stay in normal mode.
So, don't count on us about the hardcore mode. There might be a hardcore mode, but it might not work. There might be a hardcore mode, but it may also work. So just don't trust it. Don't trust us on it. So here's combination of first person and third person. I haven't seen third person perspective, but I think it's pretty easy to implement. As such, it should be already implemented. Do you think you can switch to third person?
Yeah, you can. And that's actually one of the things that people complain all the time, even though it should be in the game. People complain that like third person is like too overpowered, because like basically if you go in third person mode, you can look over windows and see people that normally you would be able to see. But I think that's pretty good. You know, I like it.
Yeah, well, you're the kind of guy that wants to manipulate stuff so that you would always win. What a
I lose all the time.
You are.
I never win. What are you talking about?
But you just said that you killed a guy with your ultra lead ass anaconda
by using third person to see him.
That's not professional.
Well, how? No, if you go to YouTube and you search them up, that's all they do. That's all the professionals do. They use third person. I mean, like, why wouldn't you? You're gonna obviously take advantage of something there.
Okay, welcome to Scumbag Steve. Alright, meld of PvE and PvP. I know this works, you know, this is one of the key stuff. safe settlements where players can purchase, sell, and store items as well post notes for other players. So um, this I think this exists about the settlements, but do you think there is a place where you can buy and sell stuff? Because I think that all you can the only place where you can buy is the microtransaction store.
Right. Yep.
So that's not in a settlement, which is like this kind of ruins the fun of the game. You have to find stuff and you sell items and you buy items inside the game. But here, you make a new character and then you already buy whatever you want from the characters you already died with and the money they have, and then you have your items and you can even buy stuff with real money. That's
Right.
the kind of microtransactions this game has, alright? So up to 100 players per game server. Again, back then when this was on Steam, there were only 50 people. So right now there could be 100, but you know, dedicated public servers and as well as private servers. And again, there are no private servers, so there's only public servers. And here comes a really big bullshit, right? Single purchase, downloadable client with ability to play the full game without subscriptions or acquiring in-game transactions. While the first part is true about the single purchase and the downloadable client, if you buy it once, you can buy it, and there are no subscriptions, there are in-game transactions. Those are the microtransactions. You basically buy, I believe there are weapons, armor, and medicine which you can buy. I don't remember for sure because it was a while since I watched, but what kind of stuff do you see in the microtransaction store?
Well, all there's no guns, which at least I'm happy for that. But there is ammo for weapons, melee weapons, food, medical supplies, masks, hats, Team Fortress, and night vision goggles, and just everything but weapons, really. Just without like weapons with pew pew weapons.
Yeah, well, you melee into weapons, there's melee weapons, but
Right.
melee weapons are what you start with, and the challenge is to get across and find at least a better weapon, at least a club or something else, or even a gun. But then you have ammo which you can buy, you have a lot of stuff. And the thing is, from what I remember, it takes forever to kill a zombie with your initial weapon. Even with one of the microtransaction store weapons, it still takes a while. So
It does, unless you know how to do it right.
and even the bad part is you're not really refunded the money or anything or any premium credit when you die. You lose everything. So if
Yep.
you pay if you somehow pay $50 or $100 on this one character that you think is not gonna die, and then you're gonna go AFK, right? I don't think there's an AFK option in this game. Prove me wrong, there might be an
There's not, no.
So there's no AFK option. So
Trust me, it happened so many times. I bought my friend some items. 5 minutes later, he was dead because he got killed by a hacker.
yes, you lose your money to hackers. You don't really give them the money. You're basically paying for losing.
Right.
It's ridiculous. So the microtransactions are a ridiculous idea, and the fact that the game is ridiculously buggy, but they really care about the money, so they're, hey, we're gonna do fully workable microtransactions. I kind of understand. It's pretty easy to program because I work in another game as an in-game moderator, and I get these kinds of problems all the time. That, hey, my diamonds are the premium currency of another game. My diamonds didn't go through. I bought them, but they're not there. Blah blah blah. I don't solve them, so I have to delegate it to my boss. But the thing is, there's a lot of these problems, and so this kind of says that this is not very easy to program, especially with PayPal and other outside sources. And yet, they are so intent on getting money. They're too ambitious that they're like, well, we have this really buggy game, but you can help us by giving us some dollar signs. So
That's
I
true.
kind of understand this, but this is kind of going way overboard. For example, there's Kickstarter, yes. Remember there was Star Citizen. It was an ambitious project, but it was very promising, and people pledged up to $6 million in total. Maybe it's 6 million, maybe it's more, but they pledged a lot of money, and they say that the Kickstarter is over and this is going to be a very successful thing. I don't think these guys kickstarted anything. They're like, well, we made we made the center of the game, and we made microtransactions. So we're just gonna rely on the $10 and the extra $50 the people are gonna spend on characters. So it's a really bad marketing ploy. So I think I wasted about 10 minutes talking about these things, which is a lot more than the good stuff. But what this said, this company cannot be relied on because they lie. And again, with the ambitious project they're taking, they're probably never even going to finish it. In fact, they're probably just going to say, well, the plan could be that we're just going to make this game, we're going to rip out some money, and then take it off. Because, I mean, when you think about it, it's kind of what happened with Steam, although not really. People realized that the Steam page was a giant piece of lying shit. And then the Valve pulled it out of their stores. So the Valve guys, they actually understand. They refunded their game. So the guys behind WarZ are going to have to look elsewhere for their money. And it's very possible that they're going to look for money and then that's it. Pull it out, that's it, no more. I just don't know what else they can do with the game that's so ambitious as this and trying to compete with DayZ. And again, this kind of says that these developers can't be trusted. Better not buy any other game they have. Like, for example, you see some title and it looks really promising, and then the description is like ultra epic wars, but then that's kind of what they did with WarZ. And better not buy these kinds of things. Don't fall for scams, you know? The second thing is, I also wanted to talk about something. My mouth kind of hurts. I've been talking so much lately.
Yeah, it's alright.
I'm thinking, I remember there was this one thing. Do you have anything else to say? Because I'm...
Oh, well, yeah, you think it. I'll just talk about stuff like, well, you know, I had to look past that, because when I bought the game, I didn't know anything about the scams. I didn't know anything. I mean, basically what I did was I looked at the screenshots, was like, holy shit, bought it, and I played the game, and I'm like, when is this gonna get updated? I'm like, I asked people, like, you know, when is there gonna be cars in the game? Because there's a screenshot of a car, and I like shit my pants because I love to drive vehicles, and basically it wasn't there. And I mean, yeah, I was pretty pissed, but I'm like, well, I guess I'll just wait for the update to come out.
Man,
2 months
if
later,
you see a car, it doesn't mean they're drivable. How about
Yeah.
in Combat Arms, there's a giant ass truck, it can go on one of the maps. Can you drive it? No, of course not. But there's a screenshot of a giant ass truck in the map, so
you know,
yeah, pretty shameful on your part. I kind of remember what I wanted to say, but okay, yes, I remember. I also heard, I don't really know if this is 100% true, but I heard of this controversy about WarZ, that WarZ was in development way before DayZ was. And I think this is another pile of steaming horse crap, because one, the game is a lot less advanced in what it is than DayZ is. DayZ is a lot more updated, and it's updated very constantly with tiny little things, right? But WarZ, you say that you barely get any updates. They're probably working on the big bulk of the game. Both companies, I don't remember their name, but both companies are pretty small, yes? But if they're small, I would expect they would have some similar kind of coding experience, unless they come from another company that was really good. So I would assume that they have equivalent skill, if not a little unbalanced. So if WarZ was in development way before DayZ, then how the hell is it so way behind DayZ? I mean, think about this for a moment. DayZ has a lot of things. You have to eat, you have to take care of the cold, you have to it's more hardcore than you think. There's a lot of things you have to take care of in DayZ, and even though it's buggy, there's a lot of things that require a lot of stuff to do in programming in order to get them working. Do you have these kinds of things in DayZ? Wait, WarZ? I'm not sure about cold, right? Food? Probably not. The food you have is probably health. Like, can you describe, like, the pills, the food, and the cold?
Well, alright, so this is it. You got your basic food,
Yeah.
whatchamacallit,
Do you get hungry?
instant oatmeal and all that. It heals your food bar, and then you also have a water bar that, water and juice, and that heals your drink bar. And then there's medical supplies that heals your actual person. And then there's vaccines that sometimes if you get hit by zombies. Now they was just implemented this update. I think it was a few last week. Now you start getting infected when you get hit by a zombie. But this was brand new.
Well, there was one thing I was wrong about the food and stuff, but how about climate changes? Is there any cold limit or something?
No, nothing like that.
Does the map even have a mountain or something that you can climb up to?
There's a bunch of mountains, and half the time when you climb up to them, you get injured from just climbing up the mountain. I'm not sure if they updated that, but last time I checked, if you walked down a mountain, you would get injured for no reason.
There's the bulk of the game, right? And then there's also these other extra features. I mean, Ben, you love vehicles, right? Why don't you play DayZ? There's cars, there's trucks, there's helicopters.
If you really want to know why, it's because I'm just gonna wait for that's the whole reason I bought WarZ. It was something to play while DayZ was gonna come out standalone, because I can't. I used to have not only that I lag, but I had the discs version because I used to play Arma 2 on its own. So I had the giant combined operations on disc, and I tried to install it and get DayZ, and it didn't work for me. So I got pretty pissed, and so I just couldn't play DayZ anymore. So I just play WarZ.
Yeah, well, I mean, for what it is, I don't think any of these two games are maybe worth the money. DayZ could be worth the $30 you have to pay for Arma.
It is.
Maybe.
It is.
I'm not very into these kinds of things, but I know the situation in gaming and I know all these tastes and stuff. But WarZ, people are even ashamed they spent $10 or $15. How much did it cost? 15, 10?
I don't know. They actually switched prices around so much. First it was $25, and it was $15.
Fuck, 25?
Yeah, it might have been at one point, and then they went back, and it's like they have different packages.
Wow. Well, that's bad.
Yeah, they have a $15, a $25, and a $50.
Yeah, this is... See, even the developers are not consistent, so I don't know what else to say.
We done here?
We might be done. The thing, and that DayZ and WarZ earlier thing controversy, there's also one thing. So, how come they have the same names?
I don't even know what they were thinking.
If WarZ was developed a lot earlier, then they both have the same names. But we never heard of WarZ before even DayZ. DayZ we heard really early, right? Last year, 2012, I don't remember which month, but we never heard of WarZ until later. They could have renamed it, but if they renamed it, I think even the company like that would be smart enough to consider that if they renamed it to something that's so similar, then they would know they would have a lot of backlash and the long-ass 40-minute video we're having right now, so... Yeah,
so I guess we're done here.
I guess we should be done.
Yeah.
You got any closing statements?
Closing statements. Do not buy WarZ, even though I still like it. You probably won't like it, unless you do like it for what it is, looking past all the bad stuff, which is more than the good stuff. Just save up for DayZ standalone, because that's going to be the shit. Everyone's going to play the game, and I like it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Trust the guy that plays too much Black Ops 2. Anyways, we might do some dual commentary, or Ben might do his thing alone, so we don't really know. Yes, this dual commentating thing is new, and especially with Topic Tuesday, and we have to take some time to think about stuff. And even then, Ben has the right to change his dual conversation partner, so I might not be in the next video if somehow you liked me. I'm kind of sick, so my voice is not so good, but if you like me, I could come in the next conversation, but really it's all up to douchebag Ben.
Yeah, no, probably. I mean, maybe we could even have 3 guys here.
Oh,
no homo.
Yeah, we could have a 3-way. I never thought of that. Yeah. Yeah,
wow.
see, listen to the feeling expert.
Right, so if you enjoyed the video, leave some feedback on what we should do next video and about your opinion on WarZ and why it's bad, why it's good. So yeah, Benkilla and Andrew.
You know, I think no one's gonna watch 40 minutes of us rambling, so, especially when most of this is my voice. And
Don't
this
worry
is your
about it.
channel, but, you know, whatever. Alright, see you guys next time if I will. No guarantees. If I will. Then, of course, we're gonna be seeing him about 5 more times this week, so yeah. You're probably not gonna get bored of him, so yeah.